Hey everyone, this is Kadesh with Catholic Pipes. I just want to drop a line or a video for you guys talking about the Catholic pipe that I am offering, the straight shanked billiard that was modeled off Giorgio Fossati's pipe. There's a lot of work that goes into them. I want to show you exactly what went into them and the problems that I encountered and how I solved them, because I think that is I'm quite proud of the process that I came up with, but I want to go ahead and show you the conundrum. All right, so let's get to it. So first and foremost, let's take a look at these guys. They come to me like this. They're already done. They're perfectly shaped. Beautiful, beautiful little pipes. But as you can see, there's no mortise. That's the hole that the tenon to the stem goes into, right? So I have to drill that. Now, as you can imagine, these pipes, a pipe, especially a straight grain pipe, like, you have to have this perfectly laid out. I mean, that drilling has got to be dead center. It's got to be right at the center of the shank, hitting both parts. So the question then becomes, how the heck do I drill something that's already shaped? There's no flat sides to it. There's nothing for me to use as a guide point. So I said, let me try and figure out a way to hold the pipe. So what did I come up with? Let me show you. It's somewhere here in this extraordinary mess that I need to clean up. Where, oh, where? Here you are. Right here. Now, on one side, I drilled a big hole that's actually the same diameter as the last 1/4 inch of the shank. So it fits in there. So now it's grabbing the perfectly circular shank. It's grabbing it on this side, and as you can see, there's a secondary hole. That's where the drill bit will go. So how does this all come together? Let me show you here. So, all right, let's take a look and see how this works. So I have this little collar that I made. Took a while to figure it out. So it fits perfectly. So this part of the shank is obviously perfectly circular. So I created a hole on this end that I showed you that fits exactly to the diameter of the last 1/4 inch of the shank. Now on the other side is the drill hole, and this is dead center. So now I can put this on my lathe, have the drill bit right here, and I just fit the drill bit right there. And now that sucker is going to drill straight every single time. That was a real pain in the butt to figure out, but we did it. So that's how I figured out how to drill these guys. And yeah, it was a pain, but that makes it so much easier now, because I can just put this collar on and drill for a nice, smooth process. And then I'll show you what the stem preparation looks like, because these guys are pre-molded stems. So you can buy these guys from various vendors. Steve from Vermont Freehand and Premel from Raw Crafted. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of work that has to be done, because this is the diameter of the mortise. And if we look, this thing is way thicker. So I've got to trim this down. I have to make this completely flat so it'll fit flush on the stem. And then not only that, but there's more work that has to be done, because if you can see how it doesn't fit perfectly well? The diameter at the base of the stem is larger than the diameter of the shank of the pipe. So by hand, I have to go through, I have to thin this whole thing out by hand. And then I have to fix the button. I got to thin this out, smooth all of this out, get rid of all of the factory marks. And eventually this stem will reduce in size by about 1/8 of an inch. It's going to shrink down So yeah, needless to say, it's still a good amount of work, and I have to still add my own artistic touch, my own skill sets to even assemble these pipes and get them ready so that they look like a professional artisan pipe. But needless to say, straight shanked billiards are amazing. They're great smoking pipes. I love that shape. I personally only own one that was made by a friend. So I'm definitely going to be finishing up one of these pipes and save one for myself, because this is something that I would definitely put in my own collection. But I will show you the stem prep process for these here shortly. So by the end, I want a whole video that shows you guys from beginning to end what the whole process looks like. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how this whole process works. Don't mind, once again, the mess. So first, I like to take the pipe, and we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of some powdered carnauba wax on there so it slides in easier. And then we have our little grip. Ooh, too much. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and it's all secured. Now it's on there. Now let's go. In a previous video, I showed you that I had put some epoxy, and then while it was still soft, I put the pin mark inside of it so it stayed perfectly dead center. So this is going to also be an assistance to making sure this drill's straight, because this little dot is right at the intersection point of straight through the shank on both the bisecting line and the side line, and so that is the dead center point. So we go here. We're going to go ahead, and this is so hard to do looking through a camera. So I'm gonna put you down for a second while I get this thing all set up. There we go. So now it's pinned up. Now what do? From this side, we bring it in. Boom. We have it marked off for the length of the tenon. And then we're gonna turn this sucker on. And then slowly, we're gonna hold it to make sure nothing bites. And by that, we don't want the drill bit grabbing the wood or the ebonite ring, because that would be disastrous. So I'm holding it here, and I'm slowly progressing it in till we hit that purple line that we made. Boom, done. Now I'm gonna turn it off. So I have to turn the sucker off because I find that if I try to drag it out, there's a chance it could catch. So then I slowly unwind. All right, then we take it off. Look at that. Dead center. And then I have a dummy stem that's the same diameter. We put this sucker in there. We hold it up. And wunderbar. Perfectly drilled straight. And then we have several more to go. But having a process definitely makes this go by a whole heck of a lot faster, especially one that is replicatable.